We are live on the new channel. Hopefully everybody finds me today. But if you're new, my name is Rebel, for real, birth given, and I am the Rebel Reseller. And today is Wednesday, and we do my live working, but we end up chatting more than we work. So, yeah. But I have two co-hosts who will be in here shortly, and I'm hoping a whole bunch of other people will find me. But Robert made a post on the other channel saying that we're going to start doing the live here. And I've got my pile of work right here. I'm going to turn my light on. Yay, Beth found me. Beth found me. You're going to be one of my subjects this morning, Beth, about the duplicate listings. I have a notes. Hopefully everybody else will find me and join in here shortly. People who come on this channel just to go look at the toys are not even going to understand what's happening.
What in the world is going on there?
Robert's packing my last thing that needs shipped today. So, looking for, what are you looking at? Is there a problem?
No.
Oh.
I'm just trying to get into.
Oh, comments?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because if this is a new channel, we might have the craziness going on today. Beth, I did the duplicate listing thing, and I had one, but no weirdness in prices. So, and that one, I don't know how I had the one. I'm almost thinking I might have two of the same items, and I just didn't number them, but I didn't take the time to go check the items yet this morning. But hopefully we won't have any more issues. But I gotta move that. Good morning, Heather. Beth, did you use the duplicate listing scanner from the ISDN site? Because that's the one I'm using. And that's the one I'm going to actually put in the chat when a few more people get here so that they can see it and use it. So, but I've got a couple of links to share today. Somebody sent me their YouTube post on how to convert the Mercari labels into something that'll print on the 4x6. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I'm going to watch it this week so that I can start using it too. Good morning, Cheryl. Let's see who else. Yeah. Hopefully everybody's going to find this and there won't be any issues. And Lori said that she was going somewhere, Sally's. I think, is that the hair place, Sally's, for a sale today, but that she was going to be joining us. And I'm sure Elizabeth will be here shortly. And then we can just chat about what's happening. My faithful friends here. Yeah. Beth was sending me a chat this morning about her problems on eBay overnight. So she realized she had about 50 duplicate listings yesterday, and a lot of her prices had been changed. So that's scary, especially when, you could potentially get restrictions put on your account if they figure out that you have duplicate listings. So it's going to have to try to figure that out. And I definitely told her she needs to change her password just in case. And we use a password keeper called LastPass. If you don't have that, definitely check into it. It does the random, how many letters? 14 or
You can set
16.
it to whatever you want.
Right.
We use 16.
We use 16 random letters
And numbers.
and it generates it for us. And then anytime, I actually have it on my phone where I can use my fingerprint to open, and then it opens up whatever I need to get opened up. So
There's a free. We have to pay for that one, but there's one called, I think it's called Bitwarden. I think it's Bitwarden. It's free.
oh, did you fix this so that it can hear you too?
No.
Oh, you don't want it to?
You
Oh,
make too much noise over here.
oh.
So you should repeat.
He's working. He said the one we use is pay to use it, but he said there's one called Bitwarden that you might want to check into, because I mean it's free. We have everything on there, you know, all of our cards, all of our pertinent information about everybody. So anytime he needs, you know, my social security number, it's in there for him to check. And oh, hi, Bid. I've got to get back on there. The Nurse Flipper does so well on there, and I've had the one really positive experience. So I really want to get on there again. And, you know, my area isn't very big, but when I go on there, I can see like Knoxville, Asheville, some of these larger organizations around me. So,
You know those towns, right?
huh?
Those are towns, right?
What did I say?
Organizations.
Oh,
I guess they're technically organizations.
already. Are you there? Uh-oh, I need to do this.
I'm here.
Very good. I heard your coffee cup go down.
Can you see me okay?
Yep. We're good.
Okay. You're freezing up a little bit on my end. So
You know what? I've had problems down here where I had to go outside just to talk to my sister yesterday. So I'm not sure what's happening with my internet. Hopefully it won't give me problems today.
Yeah, hopefully. So how's it going? I didn't get to finish watching your shipping video yet.
Yeah. We kind of had that one banked a little bit because I didn't explain last week where Robert was, but his mom's birthday was this past week and he was surprising her. He was actually driving there Wednesday to surprise her for her birthday. So I couldn't say anything because she actually watches my videos a lot. So couldn't say
that's fine. I figured it was none of my business.
No.
If you didn't volunteer it's none of my business.
And he didn't get there till late. And as he's driving down her driveway, he calls her and starts talking about the weather. It was late, so she had already actually laid down. And he's like, well, you're getting rain now. And she's like, how do you know? And he's like, because I'm coming down your driveway. And she's like, no, you're not. So then he actually had to go knock on her bedroom door to prove to her that they were actually there.
I've driven from Florida to Oklahoma twice to surprise people, and it's always fun because it was just so unexpected. Once when I was younger, I was single and I had quit my job. I hadn't been fired, but I was in between. I was going back to Disney. I had been working on a cruise ship and I had enough time and I thought I'm just going to go surprise my mom. So I just hopped in the car, and that's the fastest I've ever made it. I left at about 1:30 p.m. one day and got there at 10:20 the next day a.m. So less than 24 hours. Some people can do it in less, but not me. And she was so shocked. She was like, is everything okay? And then her first question was, did you get fired? I was like, no, I didn't get fired, but I did quit. So. And then just more recently, I had a few years ago, my sister and her husband celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary. And she had asked me to go, she said, I'd love to have you come if you can. And, all the other family were going to be there. And I was like, oh, I just don't see how I can. And then as it got closer to it, I thought, I could just hop in the car and go. And it was a weekend. So, Randy was home and he was able to take off to stay with Emily. And so a couple of times while I was on the road, my sister texted me and I just kept it, I just kept it general. I didn't tell her I was on the road or anything. So when I pulled up in her driveway, she came out and she was like, she was just shocked. But that was fun.
Yep.
So what are we working on today? I have got some stuff, but you tell me first. What are you working on today?
I've got a bag. I've actually got a bag of stuff from our bins haul back in March. I keep getting reminded March that I'm going to be working on right here.
Did you already film a haul?
No.
Well, you could haul it here.
That's true. I can show you some of the good stuff in there. But yeah, I am really, knock on wood, caught up. I mean, I still have little hidey holes of stuff here, there, and everywhere, but pretty much, other than clothes, Robert, I'm caught up on a lot of the stuff we've been picking up at yard sales and estate sales so far this summer. I mean, really, my whole floor over here is practically empty except for one box of Little People stuff I picked up a couple weeks ago.
Well, I have an idea. Why don't you just haul it right now, show us what it is, and then put a note on your other channel that say, if you want to see my first haul from the bins trip, you gotta come over to the other channel.
Yeah.
So thanks I see that several people have made it over here from your regular channel. So it's nice to see all the regulars.
Yep. So what are you working on today? Yeah, my regulars.
Well, I've got one thing to ship. It's up here. I finally just I had sent out an offer. It's a panoramic puzzle. I had sent out an offer and then they counter offered and it was like $1 less than what I had. And so I was like, oh, just take it. So it was still, when it was all said and done, it was nearly half of what I originally had it listed for. And I can't even remember the price, but I think I put enough shipping on it that, it'll be fine. And I won't, and it was a gift. It's one we've worked before. It was new when we got it. So I didn't buy it. It's a cute puzzle. Here's what I don't know if y'all do this. Here's what I do with puzzles. If they will hold together, I put them back. I pull them apart in sections that are the size of the box and put them back in the box. My daughter thinks I'm crazy. And I said, well, no, especially if I'm going to resell it, I want to be able them to see at a glance that all the pieces are there and then they can take it apart and put it together.
Robert sits there and takes ours apart.
But
she's putting her done puzzle in chunks inside the box and leaving it pretty much intact.
That's just cruel.
Robert says that's cruel.
Why is that cruel?
We love when we buy a puzzle and it's like that because, we get it put together quickly because we're going to resell it. But yeah. But yeah,
so I've got my box and my shipping stuff in here. I also have a huge lot of books that are all the same line, the same spine, and I need to figure out the lot. Like I'm going to split it in two, so I've just got to look at them and figure out how to split them. Oh, and I got a couple of really interesting things. I was finally going through all the free books that I got from the estate sale, so I'll show you real quick a couple of things. And I don't know if there's going to be any value, but they were free. I looked this up, and I did find some other merchandise with this logo, but this is the Bell Phone Center store, and it's a portfolio. It feels leather. I don't know. It probably isn't. It's probably just vinyl because it's starting to wear a little bit, but it's got like original stuff in it, which I'll take out some, but it's got the original pad of paper. And so I'll just pull off the personal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, but anyway, I thought that was kind of neat. And you're
That
always
is,
talking about advertising stuff.
that's what I was going to say. I always look for advertising stuff. And I think other people are catching on too, because I went to look up a mug this weekend that we had picked up, and there's lots of pharmaceutical mugs now with really nice high prices because too many people sell this stuff cheap. But yeah.
Yeah, see, your channel's going to get so big that all these people who watch you are going to be competition now. And then I found this, it's a Rand McNally map, which, maps are kind of becoming obsolete. I can't decide whether I should take this card off or not, because it's kind of cool. It's stapled on. It has the name printed on of the person who was advertising. It's somewhat where, it's in Roberts Country, Kansas City, Missouri. You ever heard of Marsh and McClellan Incorporated, Robert?
Marsh and McClellan. No.
What kind of company is it?
Anyway,
what kind of company was it?
It doesn't really say. The business card is from the assistant vice president.
Oh.
It doesn't say what it is.
Sounds lawyerish or insurance.
That's what I was wondering, yeah. But it's a 1992 atlas, but I love the cover. It's got some interesting vintagey kind of things on the cover.
I would leave the card anyway, because first and foremost, you've got the staple mark. At least, it will justify that the hole there was from that. But yeah, I think I'd just leave it as is.
I mean, they intended, whether it's a business that's still in business or not, they intended it for advertising. So, and then this, I don't know if this is a treasure or not. It's a pad of Florida maps from 1985 that once was in a rental car office in 1985.
I think people do well with maps.
Huh?
I said, I think people do well with maps.
Well, and I'm not sure if I should put it on as one lot, like as one pad, or if I should list it like as individual sheets, and if somebody wanted to just buy one sheet, I could just tear it off. Is there a way, and how would I do it? Like if I wanted to say, that I have this many sheets available and that I would offer a discount for a volume, like if someone wanted the whole sheet or the whole pad or a lot of sheets. I mean, how do you do that?
My thoughts on it is just go ahead and do a multi-quantity listing, count however many sheets, and then put in there that, shipping discounts will be provided for multiple orders or something like that.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it would definitely, but I'd be willing to do, I see sometimes some sellers will say buy 4, get 1 free or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I could do something like that.
I don't know how to do that. Yeah. Okay. I'm a one-of person, almost everything I have there's one and one only.
Well, and a lot of times though, I think that means from their store. Like if you buy 3 items from their store, you get something free. And I don't know if there's a way to do it just in one listing. So maybe somebody out there watching, Beth or somebody, maybe you guys know.
I've tried that before. I haven't had very good luck with that, even in the whole store. Noelle's asking what problems Beth had. Beth overnight had about 50 listings duplicated on eBay, and she said in the notes up above, about 400 prices were changed on her listings. So she spent a majority of the evening trying to fix her listing. So I was going to put in the comments, but I'll also have Robert put it in the description. There's a program I use that will check your entire store to see if you have anything that suspiciously looks duplicated. Like I ran it this morning because of what happened to Beth. And I have like jeans that are exactly the same size, but they have a different custom SKU. So I know that they're different, but it warned me that my listings looked identical But I actually ended up having one duplicate listing, which I've never had a real duplicate listing before. So I got to go check into that. I didn't pull the items to see. I know I have multiple quantities, but the listings looked identical, and that's not normal for me. But I'm going to go ahead. Let me do that. I use the same site that I use to do my video for toy testing is this same company, and I've used it for years, so don't feel. All it does is ask you for your seller name and that you're on a US site, and then it just runs it. And it took about a minute for it to do 9,000 listings for me. So definitely. Oh, nope.
Emily just came in. I'm gonna turn my stuff off for just a second and see what she needs.
Okay. But let me go pull this real quick. I think there's others, but this is the one I have always used. But give me a second because I'm using the wrong mouse and that ain't going to work. All right. Control, copy. Now let me get back here. All right. I'm going to put it here and then I'll have Robert put it later. But definitely use this link to check your stores to make sure that you don't have duplicate listings. Now, 400 price changes, that's just crazy. All of my listings end with either 68, which is clothing, 68 cents, or I do 95 cents. But my store's always on sale, but originally all my prices are 95 cents. So but as many listings I didn't notice anything on the pages I went and looked at that anything had been tampered with. But definitely check your listings. Yeah, I can imagine, Beth. You know, I get frustrated with myself when I decide all of a sudden I don't want to do global shipping anymore and I take it off, and now I'm back to maybe I should be doing global shipping. It's turning into fourth quarter. There's more, people out shopping. So it's like, do I change it back? And, then it's all those listings. And then I don't do clothing international. So I'd have to go in and fix all of that. It's just when you have to make a change, especially when you didn't cause the problem. But yeah, if anybody else is seeing that, definitely people need to be letting eBay know. I don't know if something changed yesterday that they would have messed up stuff, but yeah, I don't understand. The reason why I'm back to maybe I should just do global shipping. I had a package that I shipped to Australia. Now I know we can't direct ship, but they eBay still lets the sale go through, and then you have to ship it to some place. I don't even remember where, some out mid-country. And then they bundle everything up to ship to Australia. Well, of course, it's taking longer, and I'm afraid at this point that I'm going to end up having to refund it, where with global shipping, it wouldn't be an issue. So yeah, Noelle doesn't want to find out if her listings have been messed up.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I saw right before I left that Beth had answered me about my solution to the maps, that I could do what did she say? A multi-quantity listing and then put 10% or more for each additional page. So that's what I'll do. And I have them photographed already. So I'm going to do the listings right now. So that if I have questions, y'all can walk me through.
There you go. Yep,
I'm
exactly.
do it right now. Oh, and did you notice that Trading Post Pickers says #more Robert?
Yeah. He put his first video out this week. So if you guys haven't gone in, he's local to my area. We ran into them and Robert and he chats a lot, but good morning. So definitely go subscribe to Trading Post Pickers because they're new and upcoming, and
I'm going right now.
They're very good people. Very good people. So, So, did you find treasures? Oh no, look at the face. Waste
I
of
went through
time.
the whole store. Okay, though, I have a question. Let me fix my hair. Corningware.
Corningware.
The floral bouquet. Anybody in my chat or us, you guys? Floral bouquet Corningware. There was a 3-piece set with only one cover. They wanted, I want to say like $25 for all 3 pieces. 2 of the pieces didn't have a lid. 1 piece had a lid. Should I have bought that?
I'm looking because I'm iffy about the Corningware stuff. First
Sounds
and
kind of nice
foremost,
to resell. If you wanted it for yourself, that's probably not a bad deal. But
yeah, I figured it was too much to flip. You know what I'm saying? I think it's $25 for all 3. I agree with you, Lizzie. I think that it was a little bit too much because when I looked up the comps, I did it real quick. I think I saw a 3-piece set sold for $80, but only one. And it had the lids. And I want to say it was newer. I just don't know if it's worth picking up for that, you know. If it was a couple dollars a piece, I would have grabbed it. But
it's a pretty pattern.
It is. And there was no chips or anything. So I don't know. I figured I would ask y'all.
I don't think so. It's looking like 12 to 15.
I had like 3%. I was going to call Noelle too. And I had 3% on my phone. And I'm like, oh, is she going to kill me if I don't buy this? Or is she not? So I just left it. And what did she say? A big fat nope. Thanks, Noelle.
Yeah. Even Beth was saying I wouldn't pay $5 for all 3.
Yeah, no Corningware. Okay, guys, thank you. It was the pattern that caught me up, you know, because you don't see those patterns all the time.
That one's pretty though.
Which pattern was it?
Floral bouquet.
Floral bouquet, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
You know, Cheryl's here. Let me put it up here. She accidentally bought an item because I thought it was an offer to buy mine.
How many of us have done that?
Kevin on Commonwealth Picker was just talking about this too. That there's got to be some way they should be warning us that
because it looks like it's something that you like because you're selling it, and then you think somebody is giving you an offer, but it's really the opposite way. Yeah. Because I'll like things that, you know, other people have or save things that other people, you know, like comps, things I'm watching, things that are like listed now of stuff that I'm selling. Yep. I've done it too. Cheryl.
And I've canceled so many because they send me a message saying, I didn't realize that this offer was from you. I thought it was me. So yeah, it happens. It happens too often. But
so I had an extortionist though yesterday over a pair of $12 sandals that this lady would not stop. I had them listed a little higher and I would have taken like 20. They're Crocs. So they're not cheap, but they're not, you know, and they were newer. And so I give them to her for $15. Just get them out, right? Get them out.
Mm-hmm.
Messages me and says, these were broken when you shipped them, blah, 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 blah. It's like, wait a second. If they broke when you got them, you know, you put them on and broke, I'll just refund you. Like, you don't have to make a big, and she was trying to extort me she wanted to keep the shoes and me to pay all the money back to her.
Yeah, no.
So I called eBay and, we handled that right. But anyways, I refunded her and, she's supposed to send, no, I haven't refunded her yet. She is supposed to send the shoes back and then we'll do it. But, you know, you worry about stuff like that with people, man.
Mm-hmm. That she'll just break them now anyway.
She'll just break them and send them. So it's like you're in a complete, you know. So I don't know.
Very seldom will let somebody keep their item. I mean, if they send me a picture and it's something, especially if it's breakable and I packed it.
Right.
Then they might get a full refund.
Well, that just happened with me with a lava lamp, a vintage lava lamp.
Oh.
Yeah, $65. That one hurt. But I know I know it was broke, you know, like you could tell when, and I packed it nice, but I just think it was so old that it shouldn't have been going anywhere in the mail.
Right.
So what are you
Yeah,
going to
there's-
do about the shoes?
So I called eBay and like reported her and just said, look, this is what I'm dealing with, you know, because I'm screwed either way I go here. So I just covered my bases, and I can't remember if I refunded her or I didn't refund her yet. I'm waiting on her to send the shoes back. Then I'll refund her and I'll pay the shipping, something like that. Yeah, I ended up but I let them know, because here's what's going to happen. Like you said, I'm going to get something back broken, or I'm going to get a nasty negative feedback that's going to automatically just, you know, be removed. So just trying to stay on top of it. And I know that if you offer returns and stuff, they can't really leave nasty feedback, right? It can get removed.
I've heard that. And so far, I've been lucky that I got every one of mine removed.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you never know with eBay. 1 minute, they'll say, yes, they're going to remove it because you offered free refunds and you offered returns. But then I see other people who say eBay wouldn't remove it. So I'm not sure. But I would assume, well, I don't know.
It's just, you know, here's the thing, guys. It's an $18 item and, you know, total shipping and everything. And I'm not saying that's no money. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know.
Sometimes it is those that are the worst.
Every time, Rebel. I don't even like to say that either. But it's the $25 and under. I sell stuff $500, $400, $300. Raving reviews. $20 item. You suck.
Yes. I know this could have been shipped for $4. Why did you charge me $4.45?
Right.
You know, something ridiculous like that.
You have to laugh at that. But I ended my all my eBay listings.
Yay.
Yeah, so tell us about that. So you did like the ending and sell similar or list or what?
You know, all at one time. And I'm like choking up talking about it. I just ended them all at once. And I'm going through each item. I'm weighing it, making sure it's in the right spot, in the right inventory, and going through. I'm 100 in. So I'm just going to keep going, just keep chugging away.
Wow.
And because I have some new stuff I want to get listed, but I couldn't very well shop or add anything new until I got my SHIT together here with this stuff, because as organized as I am, I think that, like I said, it's just, I'm over organized.
Well, and eBay drops stuff too, so it's a good time.
So that's what I do. That's my plan, is to go with, I don't know if I'm going to go back to Vendu or to List Perfectly. I'm still on the fence with that. But either way, I'm getting all my stuff back up on eBay the right way. And
you're putting it in List Perfect catalog. Were you going to put it in the List Perfect catalog?
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it. I'm going to get it all back to eBay, sell similar, and then I'm going to shift it to a catalog once it's all good in eBay, instead of just listing to that and that. Because I need to go through eBay, make sure it's right before I start bargaining around with another, you know, something. Because that's what happened to me before. And I got all messed up. I didn't have all my ducks in a row. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. So no sales right now.
Yeah.
Lots of time to be working.
Poshmark, I kicked butt on Poshmark last week. I sold $125 pair of shoes, pair of Gucci shoes, $75 tennis shoes, and what was my last one I just sold? $175. What was it? I can't think.
It is the 13th of the month, and I've not sold a single thing on Poshmark. And I have 1,800 listings.
Nemesis, that place. I mean, what is up with them, huh?
They don't like me. I got suspended again over the weekend, and I was going to send offers out and suspended me. Oh, nice.
Nice. So
tennis shoes, guys, used. So
crazy.
I am excited. So I did, you know, Posh was good last week. And again, I'm not listing to Posh. I'm not even messing with Posh. So it's nice to have that. I did put a lot of work into it though, for a long time.
Yeah.
So
it's paying.
But I would, Raul, I would have a little video chat about them and tag them in your title. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
They're saying, let me go look at the thing. They're saying it's their automated bot.
It is. You want to know why?
It's catching a word or something. But I'm telling you, it was $15 and $25, $15 to $25 clothes. Mall brands, nothing high dollar, nothing.
So let me tell you what happened to a girlfriend of mine via Posh. Her closet kept getting shut down. It was a girl that I talked with on Clubhouse, and it kept getting shut down. She couldn't figure it out. She had a little group of haters. There you go. So I kind of put that, and I didn't want to message you that. I thought I'd just talk to you about it today just to see what you thought, because it ended up that's what it was. And she found out because she did, I think she did a live or something with Posh. Somebody reached out to her. She ended up talking to somebody talking, got an email. And they said it was their automated thing. However, it was because somebody was clicking that she was selling unauthentic stuff. Like, you can flag items just willy-nilly on Posh. So you go, you find an item, and if you think it's, you just click a button and you flag it, and it goes to Posh. And if so many people do that, or not people, but so many items get that, they'll automatically shut you down. So I was just thinking, you have a big platform, not that you have a lot of haters. There could be, a few jealous mofos out there. But, I mean, that's the only thing I come up with, because it's too much. It's too many times, Rebel.
The first time I chalk it up to I was new.
Okay.
Right. And they probably wanted to verify my bank or whatever. So they shut me down. But every other time that it's happened, I've been cross-listing at that moment.
Okay.
So it didn't just happen.
Right. Okay.
So that's why I'm thinking it's something, I don't know. Because believe me, it was the last things that I've listed probably in the last month. And like everything goes on eBay first, and then I just cross list.
Right.
But almost all of it was just jeans and shirts and, Levi's and Old Navy and just.
Did you get an automated spit out response?
Yep. Same old one. Our automated system sometimes, yada, yada, yada.
So are you suspended right now?
No, it was back Monday morning when I woke up.
Okay. That's good.
But yeah, it's annoying.
So, and then I was going to tell you, what I use for my Posh closet for sharing is called Posher VA. And it shares my closet for me. It's pretty cheap. And that's the only activity that's on my Poshmark, is just that sharing service. And I'm still making sales.
Yeah, it's important that whole sharing stuff. I'm trying to find where they sent
such a big deal. It's such a big deal to them. It keeps them up.
I've heard though from other channels that even though people use a Posher VA, it technically goes against Poshmark's policies. So you kind of putting your closet at risk.
It doesn't. And here's the thing. A few months back, I'm going to find, before we speak on this, I'm going to find the information, Elizabeth, because they did I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
I'll get back to because there's a little loophole with that.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure of it before, unless anybody in the chat knows. Where's my...
It says, this is my response. We have an automated moderation system to protect our buyers and sellers. And unfortunately, your closet was incorrectly flagged. Rest assured, we are constantly working on updating our system to make it more efficient and effective, and will modify our system accordingly.
But every time, they're acknowledging their error.
Yes, but they keep doing
so
it.
Annoying.
It's so annoying. But I just think something's wrong anyway with my account, because nothing is selling. And, I'm doing the sharing and offers to likers and nothing.
Huh.
Nothing.
Not one sale this month so far.
Not one. And that's in 4 months, I had sold 103 items. So about what, 25 a month, almost one a day. And then this month.
And how
13
many
days,
items do you have listed on there now?
1,800.
Holy mother of the world.
Yeah. I have put a lot of effort into that.
All the more reason to do a Poshmark video.
Yeah.
Serious. I think you know, you gotta, that's crazy. 1,800.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, Rebel doesn't do anything small.
No, I don't.
No.
If I have my way, I'm going to be at 10,000 listings on eBay by the end of the month because I have been.
Now, how's eBay
Killing
going
it.
for you?
I am going. This fourth quarter better be the best one ever because I've definitely put the effort in.
What is eBay looking like this month for you guys?
eBay's been good. eBay's been, well, okay. eBay's been okay. Knock on wood. So, you know, not better than the previous months.
Well, for the summer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Yeah, my eBay's doing all right. Like, not right now, but it was doing good. That was another thing. I just like hated to have to turn, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm getting sale, you know, but one last thing I had to look for. I was over it, you know.
And it's better to do it right now when it's kind of sort of slow and be ready come September 1st or October 1st.
Exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. Get it out of the way now. Because like I said, it just, in my mind, I couldn't allow myself to list any new items or buy any new items until these were completely sorted the way that they needed to be. And that is that.
I'm kind of in that spot too, as far as getting new stuff, because my stuff is just in a mess. But I'm happy to report that this morning at about 9:30, 2 gentlemen backed up to my garage and bought our old washer and dryer and got them out of my garage. It was just $20, but you know, that was better than scrapping it. Probably about the same as scrapping it. Probably could have gotten that much, but it's a man who works on them. And you know, I had listed them a week or two ago on Facebook. You know, I was telling you guys last week that I listed them and I got all those scammers. So I've had a bunch of people, you know, is this still available? I'm like, yes, but here's the problems. Oh, well, never mind it. So this guy messaged me last night and said, you know, what's wrong with them? And I told him, he's like, okay, you know, will you take, and I said, price is negotiable. At this point, I'm just like, want to get rid of him. He's like, will you take 20? I said, sure. Because I only had him listed for 40, but he worked on them, and I told him what parts they need. He goes, I think I probably already have those parts, so I'm good, you know. And I was like, this is perfect. Then, you know, he can work on them, and even my daughter.
You ask him, you don't want me to send you a code, do you?
No. There's no
code involved, right? I'll take 20 if there's no code involved.
Yeah, the $20 that I took off the price is, I mean, it was worth that for the space that it gave me in the garage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there is a washer and dryer shortage down here in the Keys.
Really?
You probably sold those broken washer and dryer down here for $100 a Not kidding.
Oh my goodness.
We had ours go out and we played hell trying to find one, not having to drive to Miami or order a brand new one. And then so we found one, but I believe we spent $250 on a used top loader. And then my friend was moving and he's like, I got a washer. Do you want it? I'm like, yes. So I have a backup because.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a top loader too, but my washer and dryer is outside here on my deck. So, and it's upstairs. It's not like in the wind or water, rain or anything, but it is. And rust and this and that. And they go out faster being outside. So yeah, I got me one out and backup. But yeah, I always think you want to make $1 million, move to the Keys and sell washers and dryers because you got it, man. There's only one guy down here and he's got the market.
Oh man.
Yeah. Mine died right when COVID started.
Oh no.
So and Robert was gone to the West Coast. He went out Yellowstone and all of that stuff. And I ended up having to just go to Lowe's and say, whatever you have in stock right this minute, that's what I'm going to buy. Because otherwise,
really
if I wanted something
anyway.
specific, it was
Yeah.
going to be a month or two before I could get it. And, you know, I got my toys, I got my kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't go that long without a washer.
Mm-mm.
No,
That's
that's
how they
what I
get
was
you.
doing to the bins a lot too. And I had bins, you know, and that's another reason I was thinking about hooking this other one up downstairs in my old washer and dryer hookup and have two going. Just have one for resell and one for us or for me up here, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I ended up buying the non-agitator one. I did not want that at all, but now I'm so glad I did because, you know, unless you're like a mechanic or something, you know, you don't need an agitator that's going to be rough on your stuff.
Right.
It.
No, I have dreams of front loaders in my future. Nice, beautiful. I think they're the LG. I don't know, but I really want to get myself a nice new pair. Probably have to put them inside though, huh?
Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm closing my booth, y'all.
Are you?
Yeah, it was another $80 loss for the month. So it was like booth rent plus wasn't enough. So I just thought, no,
So what's
I'm
your plan
done.
going forward then? What are you gonna do with the stuff? Just bring it home, or are you gonna
Yeah, I put my store over there on my booth on sale for 50% off because I'm hoping a lot of that will be gone then.
Are you staying until the end of the month?
Stay to the end. Hopefully I'll actually have she didn't make me pay the $80 for this month. So I'm hoping enough stuff will have sold that I'll at least break even by the end of the month. And
I wonder what's going on with that. You were doing pretty good though, weren't you, with it in the beginning?
First couple of months we did really well. I don't know. It's kind of off it's off our major road, but it's down in a dip. And I don't think, and she's not doing enough advertising, I don't think.
Right.
And people just don't know this place exists.
Right.
So,
sales are down everywhere.
And sales are down everywhere. You know, we're all seeing it, but I just thought, so I've had a couple of toys that normally I would take to my booth that ended up in my garbage can, unfortunately.
Well,
hey, I need help with the title for this Rand McNally Atlas because it's a business specific or whatever. How would I title that? Because I just have, and I'm not talking about the Florida pages. I'm talking about the other one I showed. So I just have Rand McNally 1992 Atlas, but a road atlas. But then what are a couple of words where I can say that
Definitely
it has
put your date if you can find a date.
Advertising that it's like from a business.
Put advertisement, put
advertising promo. I always use the word promo. Make sure you put the date.
At 1992. Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, put that in there.
Promo.
Road Atlas. Business promotion, or just promotional. Promotional advertising.
Yeah. I always do promo.
I always do promo too.
Too many letters.
Take up your title.
So don't do the whole thing.
Yeah, if you abbreviate it, they'll take, they'll know what you're talking about.
I think when you use just the 5 letters, it still pulls up the things that
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get out there. How's Mr.
Should
Robert?
I put, since it's originally from Kansas City, Missouri, should I put Kansas City, Missouri?
Yeah.
Why not? Right? Mo.
I don't know.
Mo. Yeah.
Mo.
Casey Mo.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I've got space.
Robert's good. He's over here.
I just keep seeing him peek his head.
He's working on clothes. He has a pile of clothes that need to go next door. They're right here in a tote. So that's every time you see him, he's putting something right in that pile.
So
he's working on clothes.
I show you my table that I do my clothing measurements on, so that I have one picture. Did I show you guys that?
He's changing it up for us too.
Let me show him because Robert might like this. So I have this table.
She's showing you something. I like that.
It flips up, like I can hold it up, and then I flip it. I have this going down the back so that I can get a length dress. You know what I'm saying? To get
right.
And then that, but it's a piece of what is it? What is this?
Poster board.
And I ran my tape measures like that. Mm-hmm. So that way, like I do my hanging, and then I just lay it right here, and I do my flat lay with measurements, and I don't have to move it around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you get it, don't you?
Yeah. He went and got a for us, we've been measuring everything and putting it in our spreadsheet.
Let me grab something.
He went and bought a yardstick, and he's just been taking a picture.
That's
with
perfect.
The
you know what? That's perfect too. I was thinking about getting one with a piece of Velcro on it and doing it like that on the wall, and then throwing this whole thing out. But it's nice because I could pull my measurement here for the width, and then I just push it up, obviously with the hanger off, and get my length. And then if it's a dress, I flip it up, and then I got the back side of this to get the length of it,
Yeah.
But it works. It works. And when you're doing a shit ton of clothes like that, it's nice. And then you can do, like I said, you can do your pictures flat lay or up there.
Yep.
Yardstick,
that's a really good idea.
Yardstick works. A yardstick works too. Yes, it does.
But yeah, we're trying to process. I noticed last week while he was gone, I started listing. I'm behind with clothing. I probably have over 50.
It takes so long. It's a
50 to 100 that he's already done.
Oh, wow.
He's got 100 of them done already that I hadn't listed.
Shit, fire. He's got this under control then.
So I listed like 30, and all of a sudden I started selling clothes on eBay. You know what I mean? Because I started listing some, and I don't know if for some reason it's item specific as far as, or category specific, because when I list a lot of plush, I sell a lot of plush. When I list, clothes, I sell clothes. I don't know if they even realize what you're listing, and that kind of pushes you up in that algorithm for that category. I don't know. But, our clothing sales have been okay. But all of a sudden, like one day I sold, shipped 5 things. And that's just not normal for us.
Yeah, I had to figure out a way to do measurements. Like, because I need to keep going. I can't stop and do this and do that. Like, I just needed to get a system where I could take it right off the rack, take the photo, lay it down, pull the measurements, do the weight, throw it in the bin.
Right.
Boom, 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 done. And that's
we're old, so here you do the chest measurement, and by the time you've done the neck, you've forgotten, and then so you have to go type the chest, and then go do that, and then type it.
Well, I photograph mine laying down. Like I photograph I take a picture of the right there, and then I push it up, take the length photo.
That works.
And it works, and I don't have to pull and write and do nothing. But I also have a measuring tape on the front of my desk that right here for packages so that I can measure, you know what I'm saying? Like measure the boxes as I'm putting them on eBay if I don't have the measurements already in. I'm a measure and tape fool, though. I got them taped everywhere.
That works, though. It makes everything fast, efficient.
When you got a rack of stuff, like that's what I'm saying. He's doing all those clothes. I start going bananas after a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're listing maps, or what are you listing, Elizabeth?
An atlas.
Atlas.
Yeah, last week or week before last, I guess, I went and picked up a bunch of leftover books from a yard. About that. You're frozen up, I think. And with the books, I was just finally going through them. There was an atlas from 1992 and a pad of Florida maps from General Rental Car, 1985. Yeah, I mean, think how much Florida has changed since 1985.
Oh, I know. Wow.
And
Uh-oh. I think we're losing you, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
oh gosh. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I saw you and me both disappeared, but I still saw Lori.
Boo.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
know
ain't me.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna list them. Beth said I could list them as a multi-quantity listing, and offer like a 10% or more discount if they buy more than
Buy
one.
more than one.
And so I'll
That's a
just
great
I'll
idea.
sell them like ephemera, and then I think if I tear them off, I can probably roll them and mail them in a tube because they're kind of large.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
If,
Nice.
if
I like
somebody were
that.
to buy the whole pad, I would just leave it intact and just find a box, I guess, because it's too big for an
Right.
envelope.
Right,
I've got some large envelopes, but even that, well, I might could put 2 envelopes together. I have some of those rigid envelopes. They're like 15 by 13. So
nice.
if I put a couple of those together, but we also have of this same size a bunch of old Disney Eyes and Ears, which is the cast member newspaper, and we have some of the full color ones, and those are selling individually. But I'm thinking, how do people ship those? And we have a whole stack of them that would fit in like a computer box, but I think I can do better on them individually.
Oh yeah,
but I
for
don't
sure.
want to ship them individually. But Randy said we'll just roll them up loosely in a tube, which means I'm going to
How thick or how big are they and how thick are they? Can you
They're
put them
not
in?
very thick. They're not very thick. They're about this size, which I'm not sure what size that is. But they are. They make them smaller now, but back in the olden days, when we worked at Disney a long time, they were that size. This is 17 inches long by 11 inches wide, and the envelopes I have are 15. So
Startled me.
So
Yeah,
I
don't
could
like-
probably put one envelope over the other, and I don't know. I could figure it out if somebody were to buy the whole thing. But that's kind of why I was thinking to do them individually, these maps, because I could roll them and just put them in a tube. Can you mail things in a like a paper towel roll is not stiff enough, right? They would get crushed, right?
Mm-mm.
So it has to be a mailing tube.
No. Yeah. And if that's the way you want, they're expensive, but if that's the way you're going to use them. Oh, yeah. Trading Post Picker says he uses tubes. Yeah. So there's no chance of creasing. Yeah.
Right.
I would try to find them ahead of time. You might be able to buy by the 25 or something on Amazon.
Okay. I've got a handful that we've just kept and saved from.
I say bubble wrap rolls, the centers.
Ah.
I save all of them. I have them everywhere.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. And the other day I was at a friend's garage sale, and she's moving, and so I saw a bunch of little boxes. I don't want the little ones. And there was a couple of tubes, and she started to take the tubes out, and I was like, "What do you do with the tubes?" She goes, "Oh, just throwing them away." I'm like, "Give me those tubes." So she's got to throw them out. I'm like, "No, give them here."
Beth and I were on the same wavelength. Bubble wrap tubes.
Great idea.
Yep, I save them all. I have baskets. They're up here, there, and everywhere. I was going to say something and I forgot. I've stopped I haven't sourced for 2 weeks, believe it or not. No, I worked on my death piles. Well, I can't say they're gone, but
good.
I'm ready to go out though this weekend.
After a couple weeks it gets easier. It gets easier. Just one day at a time, Rebel. It gets better. I had to stop sourcing, like completely just stop. And yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle there. But Once you start going through your death pile, and don't you have a trailer still to go through?
Yeah, the stuff from the bins in St. Louis, it's
That's
out
like
in the
doing
building.
sourcing all over again because you probably forgot what you got, right?
Look, I have a bag here. Look, the first thing I pull out. Yes, it needs clean. You know how I'm always saying it needs a bath, but look, it's House of Hatton.
Cute.
House of Hatton is big. So I got to figure out how to get the stain off his face.
Hey, did you try that magic eraser on the Lisa Frank thing?
Nothing worked. Nothing. I'm just going to list it as is. But I tried all of that. I tried the
bleach, just regular bleach. Hold on. Take a Q-tip and just try a regular bleach because I don't know. Some things are porous, right? Because the mold is in there, so it's sitting. But some things won't bleach. Do you know what I'm saying? Like some items won't actually turn. The bleach can't get into it because it's not porous. So it'll just
like the webbing. It's the webbing. It's like rope.
I know what you're talking about. I would take a little Q-tip with some regular bleach on it. And if you can do it inconspicuous, but you can also list it as is and probably
it's one handle. Just the one handle. None of the other. The long shoulder strap's fine, and one of the short handles is fine. It's just like one handle. And I told Robert, it almost seems like possibly even a kid could have just dotted it with marker or something, but nothing's taking it out. That's what it kind of looks
marker,
like.
Did you try alcohol? If it is marker,
you know what? Alcohol. I might try alcohol just to see. I don't know, but I don't think it is. I really think Sharpie. One handle just somehow got mildewy. I don't know, but it's not bad.
What is this Frank comping at right now? What?
There's one similar. There's one that's sold that looks like mine, but I can't tell if it's the same size. It sold for about $200. There's another one that was a different design that looks the same size as mine, and it's listed for $500. Because it's big. It's a big bag. And it's got the kittens. The kittens and the daisies, I think, is what it's called.
Wow.
Yeah. It's upstairs drying.
I'm seeing you guys buffering.
Yeah, you're fuzzy.
I think it's you. Okay. I think it's you.
It's not us. It's you.
It might be me. You want me to go out and come back in?
You can try. Yeah, you just keep kind of.
All right.
And then I had a comment. I try to look through my comments now before the show because a lot of times I see interesting information. Freight forwarding. I know we've talked about it before, but because I'm about to face this, it was very timely. Somebody said with a freight forwarder, the only issue they've ever had was they sold G.I. Joe figures with accessories. And when the freight forwarder got it, because it was fake little weapons, they had to decline it.
I saw that comment.
So I'm just about to go deal with all of those G.I. Joes I bought, and they're all kinds of weapons. And I thought, I don't think I can stop it, but at least now I'll know if the address looks like a freight forwarder, I'm going to have to contact somebody. Or
even if you just send a friendly note and say, hey, FYI, I've heard, and freight forwarders, you're allowed to use them with eBay, right?
Yeah. And I like them because once it gets to them, you're done.
Right.
Kind of like global shipping. Once it gets there and they don't say there's an issue, but there are unscrupulous buyers, that take advantage, that say their item arrived damaged and I want a refund, and you don't have to.
And that's what, Mm-hmm.
Nope. Because I think a lot of them repack to put it into small containers. So.
They repack it?
Some of them repack, or they cram them into like Gaylords.
Okay. Yeah. So that they can ship like that. I remember a girl I know in Canada was when she buys stuff, she gets it to a freight forwarder, and then it all comes to her at once. So she'll buy a whole bunch of stuff, and then when they have enough stuff, they'll send it up to her. It's crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
I've got one freight forwarder blocked right now.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully they'll never be able to buy, because
What they do.
I know this company, she had a place that she shipped out on the East Coast and the West Coast, but she was like central. So depending on which country it was heading towards, she would either put in the address for one or the other. Well, I caught her putting, sending she would buy multiple items from me, saying that it needed to go to Seattle or South Carolina or something close to me. And then when she went to pay, she would change the address. eBay said she couldn't do that, but I had proof that she has bought from me many times, and she could pick whichever address she wanted to go to, and she changed it to go to the West Coast. And I was going to take a hit, and I called her on it, and she's like, well, how much is the shipping going to be different? And I said, that's not the point. The point is you changed the address after I sent you an invoice. And it was like $16 difference.
Wow.
And so she's blocked. I don't know if she could set up another account and still be one of the ones that I ship to quite often, but yeah,
people are just.
Yeah. So
I guess anybody can be a freight forwarder though, huh?
Anybody can set up a company, and then you just have, these people in other countries contact them, and they use through them to have it shipped, to them. I don't know. I sell a lot of stuff to freight for. In fact, I'm positive I have another one today. I sell a lot because, I don't ship to China or whatever. So they use the freight forwarders to get the stuff. I sell a lot of plush to China. A lot.
What? Oh.
I'm trying to catch up with the comments. I'm terrible. Robert's not.
You do just fine. You do just fine with your comments. I can't see them. I have to actually exit out and go back and look at comments. So, but y'all.
Uh-oh. Somebody's sending. Do we have a? Noelle's yelling at us. Okay. Yes, Noelle. I did.
Well, where's then? Tell her to get on the panel then.
I sent her a message. I sent her a message for next week. But yeah. Yep, sure thing.
So let's go back to shipping then, guys. All right. I needed to say one thing. Katrina, you're welcome. She did the measuring tips.
Yes, Beth, I tried OxyClean. Yes, Noelle, I'm going to go really, really high with it. Take close-up pictures. But no, I haven't tried hydrogen peroxide yet. I might try that first. I'm going to try maybe one or two more things. And then I'm going to give up.
Polish remover or something might be.
Mm-hmm.
Might be. Okay, I'm back to full screen. Okay, yep. So let's
blame Robert for not getting the questions answered because he's trying to actually work. Unlike me, who's still standing here.
This is work.
Yes, it is. I'm answering questions.
This is work.
Just slowly. Uh-oh. Elizabeth is back here. But now I have two Elizabeths. How do I get rid of one? I
was going to say, why am I moved over? I was about to say, shit, Noelle did come in to yell at me.
I'm still there.
All right, I'm muting real quick. I got to run to the washroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
You have a question about global shipping?
Global shipping. I'm trying. Oh, here, Debbie. Okay, here we go.
Katrina has a comment. I
am only shipping to the continental U.S. right now. Would expanding to global shipping be worth trying? Yes. I turned global shipping off, and I'm regretting it now because it's so easy. And as long as, your buyers don't mind paying, it is very expensive for buyers. That's why I was trying to go the other route to do direct shipping, but I'm not selling anything hardly international right now. So I think I what's the saying about I cut off whatever to spite my face or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, cut off my nose to spite my face when I turned global shipping off, and now it's going to be a chore to put it back on. But I would do global shipping at the least because it's so easy. And I'm in Tennessee, and it's so cheap to ship to Kentucky. And then you're done. Elizabeth, I don't think you're there. Come back. Oh, there you are.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
There you weren't moving, so I thought
I was reading the chat. I was feeling chastised by from Noelle for not reading the
chat. All right, and then Katrina, standard international shipping is cheaper. Yes, and I've heard that. But I know, don't you have to? Wasn't there an issue at some point where everything that was doing standard shipping, just like global shipping, it goes to a certain hub, and then there were delays, but you didn't have the support of being able to say global shipping, it's all on them now. With the standard shipping, if there's delays, it's still on you, and you're still responsible to the buyer when things don't get delivered on time, that, you'll be refunding. I don't know. I just thought at some point I read that. So I know, Noelle, but in defense of not having business policies, we've tried. I think I'm too large and eBay won't. They won't. What's the word? Oh, here we go again.
I don't know what's happening.
It's doing it again.
Are people out chat? Are you guys seeing any buffer, or is it?
It's you, just you buffering. Now I don't know which one to remove because both of them are stalled. Oh, there we go.
Oh, really?
There you are.
I didn't go all the way out for a little while to make sure that I wasn't back, but I don't know what happened.
Noelle. Robert's tried. He keeps clicking on the set up business policies, and it does absolutely nothing. Nothing. And he goes back the next day, and all it is the same button. Set up business policies. And it doesn't.
And you've heard horror stories about things changing. So
yeah. I've told Robert if he wants to bother doing it, have at it. Just like last night, he did how many listings? He put 200 and some of the listings into the List Perfectly catalog from yesterday. He's trying to do every day the things that are about to end. And then today we're going to test how the end or the delete and sell similar works, so that we go in there and make sure that it's deleting properly and relisting properly. And if it's satisfactory, because that's the thing we really want to use it for, is it going to transfer over properly? I'm guessing it will. We're going to figure it out, because if it doesn't do that for me, then, I'm not sure what I would use as far as the catalog. So I want to be able to Mercari and Poshmark and all of them to go in there, set everything up, and then be able to end and sell similar on a regular basis.
Gotcha. I just had something I was saying and I forget. Okay, so when I used Vendu, I set my business policies up in there. does List Perfect, did I miss that part? Does List Perfectly allow you to put business policies in too? You don't list from there, so never mind.
I don't list from there.
We're gonna try it.
We're going to try it because I want to be able to, I really would like to be able to use it to its full
I'm telling you,
potential.
Rebel, if you guys get that down, you're gonna you'll probably cut your day in half. Because that's what like I said, if I would have been doing it right, it would have really saved me a lot of time. In fact, it did, but I wasn't doing it right.
The
So.
same here. I wished this had been available when I was, 5,000 listings because, I'm almost double
That's
that now.
that's why I ended everything. I mean, I have like 2,000 or something listings on Poshmark, and I don't have them all to eBay, but that's why, because I was transferring them from Posh to eBay. And a tip from anybody, if you are going to use a third party service, I would definitely transfer from eBay, because, bring it in from eBay because they have more information and it's just harder. So when you bring it in from Poshmark and try and put it out to eBay, you're still doing more, you're listing your added information and stuff. But I was just talking about this morning. I really tried to do it without the third party, really did. And I can cross list just fine, faster than I can on a third party. However, keeping track of all of your records and stuff is just, you can't count on Posh or eBay for crap with that.
Yeah. I like when I go to cross list from List Perfect
and then cross check eBay and cross check, like where I have, and I think that they've worked out a lot of the bugs, over the last couple of years with these softwares, that they really are exactly what you need. Does anybody use Vendoo in the chat? I'm going to close out a full screen and watch the chat for a minute.
I think the Hustle couple does, right? They use Vendoo a lot.
$100 a month for your life.
Yeah, but at my level, Robert looks at everything. At my level, it would be $100 a month. So List Perfectly is only $70 a month or whatever.
See, and that's where I'm at. I want to climb, and that's kind of the
Exactly.
custom on. It's like, well, I want to buy big or go home. And so
Exactly.
with Vendoo, you're right. You got to add more. And List Perfectly just gives you unlimited, correct?
Right. Once you hit the pro plan, that and I think they have the pulse on reselling because they're trying all these different things. They're checking into all these different platforms. I just really think they're growing.
Right.
So I'm going to stick with them because, I'm comfortable with the cross listing part. And like last night, the 200 and some listings though, to transfer into List Perfectly took about 2 hours. So, it's going to be a tedious chore for us. Well, for Robert.
Now, I went through.
He's coming. So you guys can hear him and I don't have to
put back on the full screen.
Rebel's got a shipping question we'll get to in a minute about Mercari and FedEx, but I want to get this first.
Oh, yeah.
I went through, before diving into putting all this stuff into List Perfectly, I searched for eBay cross-listing app last night, and I went through, I watched a couple videos, I read a couple articles, and the primary ones that seem like they would fit kind of what we need are Prime Lister, Vendoo, and List Perfectly. There are others that do it that are, maybe cheaper or something, but the ones that had the functionality we needed were those three without being, and the other ones would have been hundreds of dollars a month.
Hundreds.
Like one of them was going to be like $700 a month, but it was more for your own store on Shopify and products on Amazon and stuff like that, more than what we would ever use. So those three, Prime Lister, List Perfectly, and Vendoo. And List Perfectly does what we need, and would be $30 cheaper than the plan for Vendoo based on the number of, I think, listings per month is what they do.
Right, listings. I do more than 600 a month.
Though, I mean, the thing that I liked about Vendoo, not to cut you off, Robert, but that it was easier as far as like their interface. Like it just seemed more self-explanatory Vendoo than List Perfectly.
And maybe I need to investigate that, and maybe it would be worth $30 a month for that. Prime Lister got knocked out because they do not do the delete and relist on eBay yet.
There you go.
It's in their to-do list. I looked at their roadmap. It's on their planned. It's not in progress. It's planned, but we need that. If we're going to have it all in an external database to eBay, it needs to be able to do the delete and relist, or every day when we do 300 delete and relist, I have to re-import 300 new items into the database.
And that's what the problem I was having with Vendoo as well. When I was selling or, relisting and stuff, I was getting doubles because there was no button to click to do the delist, stuff like that.
Do they have that now?
They do, but you have to manually do it. So you have to
Well,
go
I
in
think
listings on Vendoo. I'm pretty sure you have to go in and end them, and then it'll end them on all platforms. Like it doesn't do it automatically.
And that would be fine if we could go into Vendoo or List Perfectly was what we want. We want to say, take these 300 items, end them, and relist them on all the platforms.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to do that with both Vendoo and List Perfectly. Pretty sure they have that. Let's I'm gonna do some research after our show too. And then maybe I'll give you a call, Robert. We'll have a little charrette on this.
That sounds good. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
yep.
I am there. And like I said, I just want to do it the right way going forward. That's why I ended everything now, because it being 5,000 listings in is no way to try and do a third-party software. It's going to be tough.
Yeah. Before you start on the Mercari thing, Noelle said she was driving now and it should be easy to ignore her. So this is us ignoring her.
What an asshole. Sorry.
Yes.
You're not ignored, Noelle. One day I got to figure out how to get this, the video of us up and the chat at the same time. Do you guys see that? Do you see the chat and us?
I do. But we're small, and then the chat is big going down the side. So
Noelle, I watched most of your shipping policy live, or at least half of it. I think I came in late, but I didn't comment. I just watched it. So there.
As soon as if we were ever able to get this started, which it may be that I'm gonna just tell you, when I finally get concierge customer service back, when I become an anchor store, I'm going to call eBay about all my gripes and all the things that I want to do because I can't stand trying to do the chat or regular customer service. I liked concierge. I'm a little spoiled like that because it was people who understood everything that I was saying and could actually do something without a script. Sorry.
Right.
So that is on the agenda.
10,000, right? Is that 10,000?
At 10,000, which I'm very close.
Are you?
I got a question. Has anybody on FedEx, has anybody been having problems? See, I don't use FedEx because it's like a 30-minute drive for me to get anywhere to drop a FedEx off.
So I've used FedEx for bicycles, big ass bike, the big boxes.
But recently, have you had any problems?
No.
I found out that I have, there's a place where I can drop off FedEx at my Dollar General store, which is literally 2 blocks from my house. And they take FedEx.
Yeah, our FedEx drop off is like, unless it's a box. But I wouldn't want a box.
Walgreens takes our FedEx. That's where.
Oh, does Walgreens do that?
Walgreens might, but that's still what?
It's 10 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes.
They did.
I don't want to drive.
I just remember that. So that's where we take our FedEx to Walgreens.
I don't know if ours does, but I would assume if Walgreens has some kind of contract, they do. But I don't know.
That's it. And then we have a UPS standalone.
There was another comment about.
There's another, and Holly's saying that FedEx Smart Post on Mercari can be dropped at USPS.
Guys, again.
And there's a lot of US, like your actual post office if you live in a smaller
Can you hear
town.
me?
Sometimes.
We're hearing you, but you're not moving.
You look like this.
Okay, there we go.
You look like this.
That's the thinker pose.
It's funny though, because At some point, Facebook takes a snip of us, and that's the picture that they end up putting on my life. And it never fails. One of us is looking down. One of us is, got our mouths, it never fails. Yeah, if I had a good husband, he'd actually put my logo there instead of the pictures of us just chatting.
You get a picture of everybody.
True.
Well, we should just all three. I think you asked me for a photo one time, and then I didn't get that. That was when my phone was broke. But I think you should have us send you a photo and just have the normal, you can do that thumbnail, the same one, if it's easier.
Yeah, you can lift the one off of my my YouTube profile. Pretty sure you can just use that.
One.
The one that's on my channel. Because I have done that before. I've pulled it off of other people's.
All right, Zelda. Yes, Zelda's doing Whatnot onboarding today.
Yeah, they can't verify my identity.
I sent in with the application.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with them.
Courtney recommended me to go to Whatnot. So I went ahead and did the application. We included my eBay store, my YouTube. They want more. I have the worst luck. Nobody wants to just, I have 9,000 items listed and they want a video.
That's what they asked me for too. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Take them on a tour of this dump? Like, do they want to see the piles I have? I got no problem with that. Is there a phone there's an actual phone call, a phone number?
Maybe they want to see like a reenactment of how you would handle an auction. Because that's a live stream, right?
I don't know, but
that's a good idea, Liz. Maybe we you know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe just do a little intro, like, a little video intro. Hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. This is what I do. This is what I sell. Put in some snippets of your stuff. And that just seems like a lot of work, though, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Well,
I'm going to do it.
Whatnot. Like, I've been watching a couple people and their sales and stuff. And it looks like fun. It looks like something we would love to just. It does. It looks fun. But they can't recognize my ID. Probably because I look like an Oompa Loompa in my photo. I bet you that's why.
I have a friend who started
it. Like the cone head.
I have a friend. Her first show, she sold one thing. Her second show, she sold 4 things, and I think 3 of them were to the same person. So I don't know. I think she's getting disheartened, and that's my worst fear.
That would make me kind of turn around. But maybe it's one of those things that you gotta, kind of beef up too. I like it. I really like it. I like the live aspect of selling and stuff, and I like it on YouTube too. But the thing with Whatnot is it keeps. With YouTube, you got to do all your own sales. You got to. You know what I'm saying? Write everything down. Take the money, process the money, get the address. With Whatnot, it's all there. They pay you right away. You got the address. You can use their platform for a shipping label. You don't got to go all cattywampus off and make up your own stuff,
Right.
I did. I went through this thing, got an account. Then they sent me an email to verify who I am. And it just said, we can't verify you right now. I'm like, so I was wondering if there's a phone call or phone number, maybe,
I don't know. See, Noelle said she didn't have to turn in a video and she got approved. I'm telling you, it's me. Of course she did. I know. Yep.
No, of course she didn't. I'm telling you, like it's just weird. Maybe it's the luck of the draw, Rebel.
Okay, here's Robert's comment, so don't yell at me. But he said maybe she put all of her comments in capital letters and was yelling at them.
And they just said, okay, approve her now.
Okay, already.
All right, Robert wanted me to ask you, what do you call when they have these little lines in the pants?
Intentional distressing.
Intentional distressing.
I don't know. That's the first thing
that sounds good to me. All right, and I got to show you guys these pants. I found these for $1 at a yard sale. It's been a couple of weeks, and they've been buried. But look, okay, just plain old pants, right? But they are Wildfire Levi's, very vintagey. And when I look at the comps, they sell for over $100. Look at the legs. This big old.
Are they polyester?
They're polyester slacks.
That
Are they
is
women's?
so
Look at the-
70s, right? 70s.
know.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. 60s? No, they're developed to be bell bottoms, but that's really awesome.
And you can tell they've not been washed. The tag is still, that tag that they make, it's still just not even faded. But yeah, Robert
Nice.
glossed right on over these and I looked them up. Levi's.
Wait a minute, I thought I looked those up.
No, you didn't. I did. Look at him trying to steal my.
You did not.
He does normally do all the clothes stuff. I'm off doing my own thing. But speaking of your board, this is what I bought this week. I don't know if I like it yet. But I was in Walmart. I'm putting this under all of my stuff now. But it's a measuring board. But for my toys and stuff, that way all I have to do is
That's
lay it
what I
down
do.
here.
That's how I do all my hard goods on here. I just lay it right on that board.
I just
That's
don't
a
know if
little
I
good
want.
idea, Toots.
I know. I just don't know if I want that in my first picture. So yesterday I kept pulling it back, taking my first picture with the background. By last night, I was in misery. My back hurt so bad because I kept pulling it back and then leaning forward to take the picture. Which, yes, I know.
You can use eBay's cutout, eBay's white background
remover.
Yeah, the background remover. That
And
should
if I
work
had-
that easily.
If I had it in list perfectly, I could use their photo room back.
And photo room is awesome. I use it regardless. I don't care if it's an extra step. My pictures look really, really good. Oh, I almost fell out of the chair. I just caught myself. That would have been great. Oh my God. All right.
Never heard of. Yeah. I was surprised with the Wildfire Levi's. Now let me go look. Watch me be lying now because I looked it up on my phone a couple weeks ago.
I couldn't find anything like that.
Oh, Robert just looked. But yeah. Even the ones though that people got them listed, $85, $120, but nothing like mine.
Katrina said she loves that board. It works for her.
Yep. I like my board. I think I just got to figure out that first photo without taking the extra step to take the
maybe just use a bigger table and do one photo on a white background and then move it over. Move it over on top of that.
That would be a good idea.
Make a separate little table next to where you photograph at and just set that on there.
I am crammed in here. This probably needs to go.
Take the shelf, take the middle shelf. That's what I have. That's what I'm using, one of those shelves. I just took the middle shelf out and used it as a desk because it's wide and it's the height that I need.
That's a good idea.
And then I put my see this? This is that shelf. And I just put the backdrop up and then I use this side. It's got another white board on it and doesn't look like it, but that's where I do my stuff. But it keeps it all right there, Rebel. You got to have everything
right here. Yeah.
Right here, right close, especially when you're, and even photographing hard goods, but that measuring board is a good idea. It is a good idea. Mine is a lifesaver. I love it. I have them. I have those tapes like laid exactly where you can still lay an item on that whiteboard and you won't see the measuring tapes, and then I can move it over to that if I need. It was all trial and error. Let me tell you, that board took me a year to build.
Yeah. We're always growing, aren't we? Always trying to figure out something. Let's see.
I'm just working on a listing over here.
Yes.
I'm listening.
Katrina, you need to definitely get into clothing because I think right now
She says she is.
it's a lifesaver.
She says I'm doing clothes.
Yep. Do clothes. It's not, believe me, 22 years I said I'll never sell clothes until Robert said, yes, we're going to sell clothes.
That's what I'm going to do.
And it's helped a lot when my sales on other things are slower. Plus, Well, until this month, I was doing really well on Posh with them also, having them cross-listed. I'm assuming Noel's ROFLMAO is your comment.
This I figured out the company that this is advertisement for is insurance.
Oh, good.
There's a thing on the back that is advertising them. The St. Paul is, I guess, the insurance company that they.
Yeah. Debbie Whitney said whiskers, and somebody else said extra stitching, but it doesn't.
I think
really
that's
look
what
like...
I remember using on Posh, like intentional distressing, because it's from factory distressing, extra stitching. Whiskers are from the center, like right here,
right?
They kind of spread out or on the legs, and they kind of do this cat whisker dealy mabob. I think. I don't know. I'm no professional, but
yeah, like a cat scratched it though. Just like a cat went.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say what they said, intentional distressing.
Intentional distressing.
Yeah, and now Cheryl's asking about how do you keep the reflections from, where did that go? Now I done lost it. I know I read it.
From glass.
On glass, the ring lights. Yeah, I don't worry about it. Usually I'll say in my listing that the white in the picture is from my ring light.
What is she asking? Sorry.
About the ring light reflecting on glass.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a problem. Somebody here, Katrina said, angle your camera or phone and shoot it from an angle, not full frontal. Sometimes I at least try to turn off my ring light for one of the pictures, but then you're going to have to brighten it some other way.
Right. I'm telling you, that's why I love that photo room app. It really does. I don't know if when something is shining on your item or reflecting off your item, that's really hard to get off. But
Ask about the color on that one shirt that I did yesterday. I adjusted something on my phone. I can't remember what it was.
Robert was taking a picture of a purple t-shirt yesterday and it would not show the right color. And I've done that with plush where it'll look blue instead of purple, and he found a thing on our phone because we have the Google Pixels that he could move it up and down and he could watch between the camera and the real life item until it was the right color. And then he brought it up like it was picturing dark purple, but it wasn't dark purple. So on our phone, he found a button that he could move up and down and it changed the coloring of the shirt.
The temperature.
Yeah,
it's
I have
the temperature.
It's in the picture, right? When you're taking the photo.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you hit the screen, a little like on Apple, it'll do that too. A little like sun will pop up and you can hit the sun and move it up or down. I think that's what that is on there.
Yeah, because so many times, that's the concern you have when you take a picture and it's supposed to be blue, but it looks, purple, that you're going to get an INAD because it just doesn't. So now, play with your phone, especially if you're doing clothes or you notice something. Click on the screen and see if you can find something that shows you how you can change the lighting or the colors till you can match. So maybe I'll make Robert do a video on it. I keep threatening. He's forever trying to tell me I'm doing something wrong, and I keep threatening, then you're going to do the next video so I can tell you what you're doing wrong. Let's see. White balance setting on the camera. That's what Zelda said it is. The white balance setting.
Yeah, I just changed that one on this one, but there's also the temperature. I just changed the temperature.
There's a temperature one too.
That's what I did yesterday.
Cheryl said she uses the ring light and natural light and then uses photo room.
Photo room is a lifesaver. It really is.
I haven't done it yet.
Does photo room does Liz Perfectly use photo room?
They do. And I'm not sure if I don't know if it's limited how many you can get and
that's
which
another
level.
reason why I wanted to go with them too, because it's one of my steps and I will never get rid of it. It just, it sizes your item too. Like you can hit, whether it's going into Poshmark or eBay. So that way, when it takes your background out, it moves your item to fill the square. So you don't have to, it makes them all the same size. It's just easier. And you can do it in bulk, which is nice.
Yep. I haven't tried it yet. I use a white background for the most part, but yeah, I
use the white background too, but it's like, like I never stand in the same spot. Sometimes I'm up close, sometimes I'm back, and so it, like I said, it just brings all your photos to the same.
That's good.
I
hadn't thought of that.
And it's the best white background remover I've ever freaking used in my life. Ever. And I've used some.
Uh-oh. Here, Katrina has a question. Bought a pair of shoes at a thrift store, got home and discovered there were 2 different sizes and left shoes. I don't know. If you can, I would take them back. But I've heard a lot of people say just go ahead and sell them. And, people put single or amputee or something like that in the
sell them individually. I mean, there could be someone out there with 2 left feet. I'm just saying,
You see me dance.
Let me tell you.
Robert, can you dance?
Let me tell you a funny story, though. When I was in the military, I made it to the rank of E7, and it was a total wardrobe change for me when you get to that level. That's where you start wearing the khaki uniforms and dress whites and all of this stuff. Well, I had my first major inspection at that rank, and I went and I had bought brand new everything, of course, and new shoes. And I tried, you put your foot in, make sure it fits, and you just go on your way, right? Everything. I wear a size 6. I've worn a 6 my whole life. Well, since probably 4th grade. But nevertheless, I get to the inspection. I'm getting dressed for the inspection. I have 2 left shoes.
Oh, no.
Somebody had messed up. So this is when you have to explain to your commanding officer that you can't do the inspection because you didn't check your shoes.
Oh, no.
Was not a shining moment for me.
Oh, no.
But he loved me.
I would have just put them on and tried to stand. Get your toe over a little bit, make it look like it's supposed to be there.
Yeah. It's one of those moments, you'll never forget. And I forget a lot of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, Katrina, you should see if you could take them back, honey. If not, list them individually or redonate them if they weren't that.
Yeah.
I haven't looked up single shoes in a while to see if they're even selling.
I see posts on it every once in a while. But here, I like Katrina's comment right here, because it took me a long time to get to this. That good enough is better than perfect. And, I'm there now. There was a point where I wouldn't list anything that had flaws. And that included my stuffed animals. If it had a stain or anything, I would not list them. And now it's like I list almost anything unless, there's just another reason why I don't want to, the price point or whatever. But I use the white seems dingy a lot in my listings because, even if you've washed something a lot of times, it just never is as white as it originally was, and you can't get it changed out. But yeah, I like good enough. Stuff is good enough. Don't be a perfectionist. It's really just going to cause you more stress, and your buyers don't.
They don't care.
They don't care that it's centered perfectly. Or
I think that's why I like Photo Room, because it does all of that crap that I want to do that I don't have time to do, just to make it, with my OCD, just to make it look. But yes, good enough is better than perfect. And there's really no perfect on this, you know, as hard as it is, you're perfect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've got my last package here.
Guess what? I got a kitty.
You got a new kitty?
I rescued a little kitty. Let me go get her. I just saw Cheryl's phone. Let me see.
Well, if we're gonna have cat show and tell, I'll have to get our newest foster too. But we'll do.
Did
her
you get
first.
another one too?
We got another one. Yes, this one is special needs. It was brought into Katie's work with ruptured eyes, so they
Aww.
had to do surgery, and so it's permanently blind.
Oh, that's so sad.
But he's a sweetheart. He's doing really good. I think he's going to do fine. We've got him in a big dog crate right now where he can, you know, he knows his way around and everything.
That is my baby.
Oh, it's not itty bitty. How
baby.
cute. Ugh,
It's
that's
a
how my
baby.
cats were.
Hi.
I think she was like in the womb upside down because this is how she likes to lay. But yeah, I rescued her from down the street. Some lady's cat had a whole bunch of kittens and she was like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh, I don't have enough on my plate. Could you please let me have one? Plus, I've never had a kitten in my life, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But I named her
my
Sister.
goodness.
Sister, that's fun.
It's Willie's sister.
Cute. Oh, she looks like she's very happy.
She's a little fat girl, huh?
Oh,
God, is she
cute.
sweet. And see, Willie won't snuggle with me. So that's what I was looking for. And I got a snuggler.
oh, that's good.
So there's
How old
little
do you think she is?
I think she was just at the age where she was able to go. So I think 12 weeks or something like that.
Something, yeah. 10
I
or
don't know. I
12.
just pulled up and said, I'll take her. Come
Oh,
on, you're coming home. Are we going to go to the vet this week? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, I love her. How is your kitten doing, Liz?
Well, we successfully found a home for the previous foster, and now we have a new foster. And I was just saying while you were gone, this one was brought into Katie's work with ruptured eyeballs, so they had to do surgery, and so now he's all stitched up and he'll be permanently blind. But he is the sweetest thing. I did a video yesterday because it was my 7-year booktube anniversary, and I just did a whole bunch of stuff on the video, and I introduced him at the end of the video. But I will go get him. He right now is in a big dog crate so that he knows his way around, but we let him out where he can explore when we're supervising.
Oh, God bless you, Elizabeth.
part.
That's so sweet.
He's so sweet. And I was, when Katie called, I was like, oh, let's not do another foster quite this soon. But it was either that or they would probably have just euthanized him and not done the surgery. But they have a vet student there who, because it was surrendered, it was a stray, and it's basically nobody's cat. So they went ahead and the vets there had the vet student do the surgery as a learning experience, you know. So it was good for her and her education, and the other people there got to help and see how it was done. And so now he's doing great, and we just need to hopefully find him a home, somebody who's willing to take kitty. But there is, I didn't take a case. There's a book called Homer's Odyssey, and it's about a lady who has a blind cat, and she calls him the Wonder Cat because he like scales 7 bookshelves, and he's just like everyone to know.
We lost you, Elizabeth.
Katrina said thanks to everybody. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Can you see me now?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go. If he's asleep, I'm not going to wake him up, but I'll go and see if he's awake. I'll be right back.
Cheryl, I might take you up on that. Message me your number. Yes. Let me tell you. So the lady that I got her from messaged me and said, how's she doing? You know, have you given her any milk yet? And I'm like,
No.
No. Was I supposed to give her milk? And she didn't respond to me, so I didn't know what the hell she was talking about, but she's eating just fine. She uses her litter box, and she's not a crazy cat. You know, she's been here for, let's see, how long have I had her? About a week. A little over a week.
I've heard milk is bad for cats.
I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, is she too little? Because when I picked her up, she said they're just all at the age they can go to a new home. And then when I was looking online, Googling, you know, figuring stuff out, she didn't really give me much information. And could you not bite me though? But when I went to pick her up, I think they had like a lot of cats, you know, like a lot of cats that they were trying to get homed. Don't know what their situation was, but I got her.
Yeah.
It's hard to see those posts when you people are like, we have it, you know, and I'm here by myself. Like, just give me more.
Well, for us, we kept getting cats dropped off because we live out in the country and people just kept dropping cats.
Oh,
at one point we had 5.
My plan with her, because I'm kind of in the country, but like we have lizards and all kinds of stuff here that she'll keep out of the house, that she's already vacated all of my geckos.
There you go.
They're moved out. So that's what I'm hoping for, you know. But I'm up on stilts, so they don't get too, but those lizards come up. They come up, don't they? Anyways, there's my... Oh, thank you, Katrina. I love this show, too. My Wednesdays keep me going. I'll tell you what. My struggles that go on, I look forward to this. I'll tell you.
Yep. It's our little group.
Okay, Cheryl, she's too big for milk. That's what I thought, too. And she eats just fine. Eats regular food. I got her food and water. But it was so cute when she went to drink water. She just stuck her nose in. Like, I'm like, did she ever had water before? So maybe she was just getting off of, you know. Who likes to sleep upside down, though?
That's funny. Yeah, get her toys. Get her lots of toys.
Well, my house looks, let me tell you, I'm going to send you a picture later. Between Willie and her, it looks like I have babies again.
And something for her to scratch. Otherwise,
it'll be more scratch posts. I just got like, I'm telling you, we are good to go.
Oh, here's our
other in here. He's not allowed in here, but that's okay. We will for the show.
Hi.
All right.
Oh, bless him.
The little baby. He's still got stitches in this eye, so it almost looks like his eyeball is there, but it's a stitch. And one eye got infected a little bit, and she's been putting some drops, I think, in this eye right here. But eventually, when the stitches are out, you know, it'll calm down, and you'll just see the slits, you know, where it was stitched up. So he's still healing. We're just the post-op people. I've got him in a little. He's more comfortable, like up against my chest. Yeah. He likes to grab him.
Did you not bite,
and he just woke up. I hated to make him get up, but he was rolled over, and he kind of like, you know, he knew I was nearby, and so he was waking up. Now he'll expect something to eat.
You're the best, Elizabeth. Seriously, that's awesome.
He's really good with Katie's really good with him. She's keeping him doctored up. She's gonna be Ariane. We're pretty sure. So we're excited. She loves being a tech, and she's majoring in biology right now. She every once in a while will start feeling like I'm not going to get into vet school. I don't know why y'all think. Like, yes, you are. She's got good brains, but there's only one in the state of Florida, and it's pretty hard to get into. But you know, I said there's other. Even if you don't get into the one in Florida, they're all over the world. You get in somewhere.
Okay.
Yep.
You want to go play?
But he's kind of got Siamese markings. His little tail. He's got. Okay, let go. He's like a little Siamese coloring. But we call him Possum.
Oh, that's cute.
My dad had a dog named Possum. He had a blue gopher and then one named Possum. So it's a family pet name.
We have a friend who actually rescues possums.
Really?
Because, yeah, a lot of times, well, in our area, the possums are everywhere. And unfortunately, there's a lot of roadkill. And she goes and collects the babies and rescues
we
them.
have rehomed several or relocated. Like if they come up in our yard, then we'll just put out a humane trap and then take them to a nearby wildlife preserve.
Mm-hmm.
There's several in the area, so we just let them go.
I am the wildlife. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere.
That's what I was just, I didn't realize that across the street from me, I know we have wildlife reserve everywhere down here, but that whole property from my street to the ocean is all wildlife. And it's about 5 miles to the ocean from this way, but it's huge. And I didn't realize how much of that is all wildlife refuge. Yeah. So cute, Elizabeth. God bless you. You are such a good woman.
All right. Seriously. Oh, thank you. So I have one question regarding, I got my one listing done of the Atlas, but now I'm listing the maps. And so was it Beth who recommended do I just put that in the description that I'll give 10%, or is there a way to set it up so that if they buy it, it calculates it? Let me go over to my listing.
I bet you go into make what is it called? You go into Markdown Manager and you pick just that one listing, maybe. And then you can set it up however, buy one, get one.
Because all I see here is, you've got format, so fixed price, start my listing,
order
and the buy it now price, best offer, sell as a lot, allow buyers to, wait. Let buyers make offers. Allowing offers increases your chance of selling 3 to 7 based on research. Okay, no, so that's what it always says. Donate a percentage to charity. And then there's sales tax. So that's all there is on pricing. So tell me that again. Where would I go?
It may be that you can go into the selling manager. What's it called? On Seller Hub. Go down in the Markdown Manager.
Maybe Whitney has a comment about it.
Let's see.
Which I've never used that. So where do I find that?
It's down in your selling tools. Here, Debbie says you list as having multiple quantities. Then you can choose the discounts on that item for
and
multiples.
It's in the
Markdown Manager, right?
So.
Oh, wait. That's right. Noelle said Noelle's got it. And I have seen that. At the bottom of the listing, then you can set up order discounts.
At the very
bottom. I never do it.
There's a quantity in the.
All the way at the bottom. The last thing before you hit click. See, I don't ever do multi-quantity. So.
Oh, volume pricing. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Offer a discount.
Noelle.
Thank you.
Noelle to the rescue.
I know. I always ignore that. I do the
too.
shipping stuff, and then I skip on down to list. So, okay. So here we go. It says when you click on that, it says buy 2 or more and save 15%, or you could change it. Buy 3 or more and save 20%. Buy 4 or more and save 25%. Yeah. So I love it. All right. That's great.
Perfect. See, learning as we go.
Right.
Now, I don't know if I can select one or the other, or if this.
I think you can select which one you want to do. Because Noelle said you can do like 5% off if you purchase 2, 10% off if you purchase 3.
That's what it looks like. Like I have to select all of that. Like I can't just say buy 5% off. I have to do the buy 2, buy 3, buy 4, which is fine.
Yeah. Are you in the actual listing? Or you're just
I'm in the listing. No, I'm in the actual listing. I've got it nearly ready to go, except for that. And I need to recount and see how many are in the pad. I think there's like 30. So let me just put quantity. There are.
Yeah, I think that's going to make me the next time I list tomorrow morning. I'm going to go down there and look and see what that even looks like because I've never paid it any attention.
But
Noelle
you've been doing this how long? 23 years.
Yeah, I don't sell multi quantities, not usually, unless I have like 2.
Right.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why.
Now I can't even find where. Oh, there's the quantity right there. Okay.
Quantity's so, up in the
30. I found it. It's in the underselling details.
Yes.
Under best offer.
Noelle says she does 5, 7, and then 10% for her 3 discounts. Just
5, 7, and 10. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with what they've got on here. If somebody's going to buy 4 or more, they could save 25% off each one. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, there you go. Good.
Okay, Cheryl. It's Cheryl. I'm feeding her blue buffalo. I have an amusement park in my whole house for the cat, and I won't declaw her at all. Just answer your.
We had chickens, Cheryl.
I want chickens so bad.
We had them. We ended up giving them to a resource center because we were getting ready to travel, and we just kept having. They were old. And I didn't want to kill them for meat, even though that was the initial intent was, when they got older, you kill them for the meat. So we ended up donating them to a resource center and, they'd have children that come in and.
Oh, that's nice.
So
like a petting zoo.
I want chickens so bad. I do. I want them here. I got a perfect spot for them. I think they're going to be redoing our road, the road that comes from which I call my driveway. I think they're going to be redoing that. So kind of waiting for them to do that. So that way I can have them.
Put them in a chicken tractor.
Right. Yeah.
I'm serious.
Chicken coop. I have a really nice one built.
One that you can move and they can eat the grass and then move and eat because they will destroy the ground. They eat within a day. All your grass is gone.
It takes a few days.
Yeah, that's
right. We would move ours because we live on 4 acres. So we would just hook it up and move it and then move it. So they always had fresh grass. We let them out every night.
We don't have a lot of grass though here. That's the thing. The ground's so weird here.
Oh.
I have a little bit of grass here.
They'll destroy it.
Here. It'll be okay. I'm okay with it. This will come on my deck.
We get fresh eggs still from friends, so
I miss it.
At least we still get the eggs.
All right. Noelle's going to be on Antiques from Karen tonight.
And she's got her show next week. And then Noelle's coming on my show next week.
Is she going to be here next week?
Yep. Robert's always the one. He reminds me, which is bad because it's the blind leading the blind as far as our memory. But he reminds me to, have you got somebody else scheduled? And he wasn't here last week, so I didn't schedule anybody. I don't think about it.
This week would have been the library program, which they had it, but I didn't go. I found out the week we had to miss, they had like a busload of like 30 kids. And I was like, well, that's great because we were just going to kind of be supportive, but it was also good for Emily. But 2 weeks from today will be the last one. So if Emily's up to it, because we're all clear, my husband had.
And it's like they stop her on the best face.
I know she's about to say the same word.
It's really serious.
And then
anyway, if we're all good next 2 weeks from now, I probably will go ahead and take Emily to the last library program. So we'll be like 30, 45 minutes late that day, but not next week, the week after.
All right. Well, I am winding down. I got to go eat something before I get hangry.
Same here.
I got my 2 listings done, so now I can work on other stuff.
And
now that I have space in the garage, I can work on organizing the garage. So that's good.
Good job, Elizabeth. Good job. Well, we're all making.
Got my bag.
Thank you for your help, everyone.
Yep. This
All
was
right,
very
girls.
informative. But all right, see you guys
See you guys next
next
time.
week.
All right. Bye. Oh, goodness.